It snowed around 15 centimeters last night and it is still snowing. That's crazy. This is after opening the front door. So today we're celebrating the residency, so I brought a whole bag of shelled nuts. I thought we can celebrate with cinnamon buns or kanelbullar, but the tomte is a mythical spirit from Scandinavian folklore. Oh my gosh, it snowed so much. That's crazy. This is after opening the front door. It snowed around 15 centimeters last night and it is still snowing. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. Wow. It's so pretty. Apples, seeds, nuts. Are you ready for the party? Just wait a minute, hang on. Something really weird just happened. Alright, come on then. Okay. Buddy, what happened to you? So, as I was saying, something really strange happened. When we arrived, we saw Rusty and another squirrel almost immediately, and then Sylvie came. And then this other squirrel finally came to eat. But I was really surprised that Sylvie immediately chased it. So that made me think it was Junior. And then after the squirrel was eating, it came right up to me and it was Buddy. So I don't know why he let Sylvie chase him. Okay. Look, if you come up here, here's a pecan, a walnut, and a hazelnut. Which one is your favourite? Interesting. He went for the hazelnut. Now, Sylvie, what's your preference? Almond. Very nice. So today we're celebrating the residency and also the snow day. So I brought a whole bag of shelled nuts, and Buddy and Sylvie have been coming again and again for shelled hazelnuts and walnuts, and I've been putting it in this wooden mug, which I was going to use for my coffee, but it looks much nicer when the squirrels take the nuts from it. I actually really want to paint a little squirrel on the mug. Rusty has been eating non-stop for the past half an hour. He has eaten so many seeds, but I think he's going now. Oh no, he's caching. Also, I worked out why the squirrels haven't been hungry the past few days. They've actually been eating a lot of the cached food because I was following Rusty and he was just finding walnuts and hazelnuts in the ground that had probably been cached by Sylvie or Buddy. But now, today, since there's so much fresh snow, they're actually quite hungry because their cached food is now buried under snow. I love how you can see the direction the snow fell in. Does this angle look weird? I basically have my tripod on my stomach. I love it! Oh, snow just went in my eye. I'm out of breath just from running up in this snow. Oh, it's so pretty. We have just had a nice hot shower and now I'm going to make shakshuka for lunch or brunch. And I had shakshuka for the first time, or like a proper one, a few weeks ago and it was amazing. So I'm going to try and recreate it. And if you don't know what it is, it's this really rich tomato base with different herbs and spices, and then you have eggs on top. As usual, I'm not following a recipe. Here it is. I added parsley, coriander, cumin, paprika, chili powder. I think that's it. It's tasty, but it's not as good as the one I had a few weeks ago. Oh, I love this snow. Are you getting snow? So since I got my residency card yesterday, I thought we can celebrate with cinnamon buns or cannelle boulard. So today I'm going to make sourdough cannelle boulard, and I had already prepared to make gingerbread, so I'm going to make that as well. So it's just going to be a baking day. It smells so good. If you made fun of me for my small rolling pin, I'll let you know that this is a perfectly adequate sized rolling pin. Here are the cannelle boulard. The main difference between these and like the American style cinnamon buns, is that the dough is twisted rather than being a swirl, and they're sprinkled with pearl sugar, which doesn't melt. Let's do a taste test. For some reason, wait for the sync. For some reason, the filling kind of just went everywhere. And I'm not sure whether I added too much butter. Sync. Okay. I'm not sure if I added too much butter to the filling, and that's why it kind of just went everywhere. But it's the taste that counts. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Very, very tasty. Also, I thought I'd mention that I don't use recipes really when I bake, and that's because I find it actually more creative to work out the recipe as I go, and then I learn better from trial and error. But in the description I will add the recipe that I loosely followed, but I didn't follow any ingredients measurements because I actually used quite a lot of sourdough starter, but they were really good, so clearly worked out. So much snow! Look how much it snowed! Wow! Juan has arrived with our new car! Hi! Hi! How is it?
Good.
Wow! It's crazy how much it snowed.
I keep radio over en hel del störningar I trafik.
Was that yours?
No, I was listening actually to the Bluetooth.
Oh really? Bluetooth?
Yeah, it has Bluetooth.
How's the speakers?
Really good, really
good.
good.
Okay, well let's go on a
Video.
drive. It's actually insane how much it snowed.
Yeah.
I almost couldn't open the front door.
Yeah, I saw.
Look how amazing the trees look. Wow. So to end the video, I wanted to talk about some of my favourite things in Sweden, and one of those is the tomte. I reckon Swedish people would say tomte, but the tomte is a mythical spirit from Scandinavian folklore. He traditionally lives in a farm or in a barn or in villages. He is a small bearded man, but he is not Santa. The tomte is seen as the guardian. He can talk to animals and he moves very quietly in the forest. He rewards kindness and punishes for cruelty. And this reminds people to care for the land and the animals and the nature. At Christmas time, people would put a bowl of porridge with some butter for the tomte. And apparently if you forgot the butter, he would get very angry and mischievous. The tomte is the quiet guardian of winter, a symbol of warmth, protection and gratitude. Other Swedish things during Christmas that I really like is that all the houses have lovely golden lights in the windows, whether it's a star, an advent light. Also, I've probably mentioned this before, I even had a squirrel named after this, Fika. I think the best way to describe it is that it's typically had at lunch, something sweet, maybe a sandwich, coffee, but it's also a good catch up with whoever you're eating with. And what do I dislike about Sweden? There's one thing that is very complicated when you aren't Swedish and aren't part of the system, but doing anything without bank ID or Swish, which are Swedish things, is so frustrating, but that's a minor thing. But the thing that really irritates me is this idea of controlling nature. Although Swedish people are very connected to nature, they spend a lot of time outside, which is amazing. However, over generations there is this real feeling of controlling nature. We are not in Lapland, but we do get reindeer in our area, and we've had reindeer running through our village. Reindeer, how beautiful they are free roaming livestock. So they have GPS collars so that they can be relocated, but they will be slaughtered. And the presence of reindeer mean that wolves are functionally extinct in this area for many, many, many generations. And that's just accepted now. Obviously, wolves are critical for an ecosystem, and I remember reading a study, even from this year, I think, where they found that where there were wolves in an area, it prevented beavers going too far from there. They wouldn't go too deep into the forest to take down trees. They would stay closer to the river. Wolves obviously hunt herbivores like moose and roe deer. There's this amazing case study in Yellowstone about how the reintroduction of wolves massively benefited the ecosystem. Not only are predators controlled here, but the forests are controlled. Most of the forest is plantation. Now, I know I come from a place where lynx are extinct, bears are extinct, and wolves are definitely extinct, but the nature in Sweden is amazing. It should be celebrated, and I wish more Swedish people realised how amazing their nature is. To have wild bears and lynx is just incredible. Thank you for enjoying this day with me, and I will see you tomorrow. By the way, it has continued to snow like crazy, so it's another snow day tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Hi Danny, this is Matthias from southern Sweden. I wanted to tell you that I appreciate you showing the deep forests of the north. It always reminds me of my grandmother. We used to take long walks in the woods, what to me felt like endless adventures. Past the time, she would tell me stories of Norse folklore. So I wanted to tell you one that I think fits the season. There are these beings called house elves or hustomtar, and they live and share your area, your house, but you can't see them. They are very good at hiding and can be invisible if they have to, but sometimes they require some things of yours to perform the task. If you find yourself that there are things missing, maybe they have moved from where you think you put them down, or you can't find them, don't be alarmed. It's just the house elf that has borrowed it. But if you really can't find something, take a step outside your door, or perhaps be in the kitchen and loudly speak so the house elf can hear you. Dear house elf, I see you have borrowed my spatula. I appreciate that you are here, but I do need it back, so please put it back once you have finished it with it. So to everyone at home, say hi to your invisible friends.